Yeah, what a great win for our group. We came out, we really played a great first half and came out in the third quarter and let them go on a little run right there, but we stayed strong. We never lost sight on what we were really focused in on. Obviously as a team, that's something we talked about was the third quarter. But right there in the fourth, like these kids never gave in. It was a battle back and forth right there. Credit ULM. They never gave up. They never stopped fighting, and that was on them, but we didn't either. And every time they tried to make a run, we went down and stopped it with a score. Or we got a stop, or we got a rebound, and we made something happen. I mean, we had to fight a lot of adversity today. Sky's out with her knee from the last game, and then Shayla is running 101 fever right now. We didn't have her, so we're down 2 guards right there. But I was really proud of the way that Lizzie stepped up. I was proud of the way that Divine stepped in, and just a couple of those right there that really came off the bench and gave some big minutes for them when they needed it. But we found a way to win. I mean, what a tremendous shot by Rhea at the end of the game. I mean, she was a little with her passes there and a little flustered in the press a little bit right there. But it's the first time Rhea's been in that position. Rhea didn't get to play a lot last year, and she's done tremendous growth in her game and her mental aspect. She needed that. And then for her to hit the shot after all that, couldn't have been set up any much perfect. So just really proud of this group. We found a way to win, and this is all we needed. And now we just keep going from there.
I guess, Bree, I want to start with you. When you're on the court at that last kind of 2 minutes, you guys are up by 9, then they go on a 9-0 run and tie it. I guess, what are you guys saying to each other to, I guess, kind of keep each other up? Because when the team grabs momentum like that, it can kind of feel a little helpless.
Basketball is a game about rhythm, and it is a game about runs. And teams are gonna go on runs, but that's when your captains come up and we pull each other together and we let everybody know that this is a part of the game. That it's a part of the game that the ball is gonna fall through the hoop for the other team more than one other team. So all that we tell each other is clear. Coach Kacie said it at practice yesterday, and that's our word. We just clear our mind. We get in there, we just say clear, and everybody understand that we made mistakes, but we got to play for the now and not for the later or for the past.
Coach, they get that 3, tie the game. On that last possession, obviously they needed 3. You guys do a good job pretty much denying the perimeter. I guess, can you just take me through what happened on that on your last defensive possession?
For sure. I brought them in right there, called a time. They called a timeout. I told them we were going to switch everything. I knew what they were going to run right there. It's a little box set with a flare, which they ran. And I said, on that flare, switch it. And Dami and Callie did a tremendous job right there. When the screen came, Dami stepped out and did her job and really forced her. She didn't have a look at it. And so the kids executed right there. The kids did everything today. They listened. They applied. They listened to what we talked about as being clear and just, forgetting what was there. And we talked about a burning desire to win. And that was my speech to them before the game. And to anything that happens in that game today, don't let that overtake your burning desire to win. And there's no question that these kids came together. Our Caps did a great job. The team did a great job. And it was just a great team win for us today.
Today, you get 4 girls in double figures. And even, Divine had 8, Dom had 9. So, how nice is it to have the scoring load kind of distributed pretty evenly?
No question. And, as a staff, we've been saying, if we continuously get 4 people in double figures every night, we're going to be extremely hard to beat as we continue to move forward. Us scoring in the 70s is normal for us. We know what we're capable of doing. And so, we shared the ball well. The shots we took, everybody took good shots. I didn't think that we took too many bad ones, a couple forced ones, but we worked through it and found a way. So, this is normal for us. We had 22 turnovers today. That's a little bit more than what we've been having, but a lot of them came late in the game, and we will watch the late in the game to see how we can fix that. So when we're in that position next time, we'll all be better as staff and players to handle that. But we're just excited to walk out of here. It's a tremendous win. We haven't had a good win out of conference like this in the last 2 years with this group, and they needed it. And now we just take that momentum and we get ready for Tech. We enjoy today, get ready for Tech tomorrow.
And Coach, this is for you about Bree, but obviously she wasn't able to play against Rice. Just what are the differences? Maybe either schematically and I guess emotionally that she brings when she's on the court?
Bree's our glue. Bree's my glue. Bree's tremendous for this program. She's been like this. And, we talked about the Rice game, and I told her I didn't really want her to push it. She's sometimes hard-headed, and she would have played regardless because that's what she is. She's a team player, and she would have sacrificed her body for her team against Rice. But we talked about I'd rather have her for this game. And I think that was the right decision that was made. And she gave us everything she's got. Now she needs to go in the training room and rest. She's probably not going to be practicing much, but she does what she needs to do for this team. The kids feed off of her energy. Our staff feeds off of her energy. And we're just really excited where she's at. She had a tremendous game. She just did everything we asked and everything her team needed. And we just keep on going from this, won't we, Bree?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Early in the game, they kind of threw a little bit of a press at you, but you were able to break it.
Yeah.
Late in the game when they go on that run, was it the same press? Was it just kind of, I guess, kind of the situation that flustered?
Yeah.
Like, what was it?
I think it was they pushed that girl up and pressured on the ball. So they had a person that was on the ball more, and as they had momentum, as they went on their 9-0 run, that was during that. Mm-hmm. So the more momentum that you have making shots, the more momentum you're gonna have on defense. So I think that their defense gave them this rhythm, this upbeat, which everybody get, but I felt like we still handled it. I felt like we still got what we needed to get, and we still pushed through really, really fluently.
For sure. They didn't really change what they were doing. It was just they did it a little bit harder than they did in the beginning of the game. We were prepared. We were prepared for what they were going to do, and they didn't do anything today that we weren't ready for. And so just really proud of our kids. They really found a way today.
And you mentioned during the game, even I think in the third quarter, they got down to 5. You called timeout, push it back to 11. Mm-hmm. So really, other than that end of the game, it was a fairly comfortable lead most of the game. Is that ideally how you'd see the team play, like, in a game?
No question. Yeah, I mean, us coming out that timeout, we regrouped and came on that run right there and went up back by 11 to give us that cushion right there when they did go on the run. I mean, this team, with the way we play, we're up tempo, we press. We push in transition. It's hard for teams to keep up that momentum for 40 minutes with us. And so, we're really pleased with the flow of the game and where we were at and just how we finished. And that's where we're going to keep moving forward and take this one and keep rolling.
Mm-hmm. And last one is, I guess, for both of you. You get the win, and you mentioned, pretty big non-conference win. As in addition to excitement, is there also kind of a bit of a relief, kind of like something, kind of off your back now with it?
I mean, it's a release, but we know that we want to win 3 games. We need to win out until we get to conference, and we're going to win our first conference game. We know that we got a mindset to where this is our beginning to us coming up, because we put the work in. We put endless hours in the gym. We put endless hours in practice. We go hard 100% of the time. It's just the fact that now we see ourselves as players that we can do this, you guys. It's a good feeling as a captain to let the younger ones know, like, the game is not about pressure. It's all about runs. And that's it. And who's going to finish stronger.
Nothing needs to be said with what Bree's got it.
That's it.
Thanks.